Howdy everyone, my name is CCNeverender. This morning we'll be going over the schedule for Day 1. We'll talk with lead organizer Quo on what goes into planning an event like SDAT, as well as a preview of the great prizes that you can win in this year's raffle. Rise and shine gamers, and good morning Speed Docs. Welcome to the official morning show for SDAT, Good Morning Speed Docs, the only show guaranteed to get you up to date with everything going on with Speed Docs-a-thon. First and foremost, let's go take a look at that schedule. To kick off the marathon, we have the best opener that snacks on Amazon Prime can buy, Sable Dragon Rook. Inside is a puzzle platform indie game from the creators of Limbo. Come for Morty, the blue-tongued skink. Stay to watch Sable die in various and sundry ways. In what is surely the game and category with the longest name we have ever accepted, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition NG plus any % normal glitchless is a mouthful. Discover the origins of Shulk as he and his companions clash against a seemingly unstoppable mechanical menace. In the first half of the Hello Kitty double feature, Linkameister returns to SDAT with Roller Rescue. There's an instinct to write off any game that's this cute as not being a serious speed game, but Hello Kitty on roller skates brings the heat. While CJ recovers from what I can only imagine was a full-on heat stroke, let's continue. Link is back and he's better than ever. Join Ryan Ford as he takes us on an adventure through Coalent Island. There are no shortcuts in this speedrun, we're doing 100% no wrong warp or out of bounds. On the other hand, the only thing Hello Kitty and Sanrio Friends Racing has going for it is that it's cute. The physics engine is wonky. There are invisible walls galore. There's even typos in the menus. All Tours is a navigation through a game with more pitfalls than solid ground. Still, the soundtrack slaps. While the original Ratchet & Clank trilogy focused on a combination of platforming and combat, Ratchet Deadlocked focuses almost entirely on the combat. Deadlocked is packing heat, and Matthias 4595 is locked and loaded. Leave the little robots at home, this is no place for the kids. Hollow Knight has been showcased many times throughout our events, but not like this. Insomnia is going to take us on a journey through Hollow Nest as fast as she can, without using any major glitches. This starts the road to the end of Day 1, and you're not going to want to miss it. SDAT alum Saria100 is taking us back through Luigi's Haunted Mansion, but this time we're capturing all the portrait ghosts. It's a step in the completionist category direction, without having to check the couch cushions for spare change or watering the plants. If you're still up, we've got something we think you'll really enjoy. We know just what the late night crowd wants, and we're here to deliver. Nier Automata, any %, VC3 mod will be the last run of Day 1. If you're still up, I'll be live with our brand new late night show, SDAT After Dark. In our inaugural episode, I'll be joined by Speed Docs co-creator and SDAT lead organizer, CJitsallGewd. Listen to CJ and I talk shop and review the events of Day 1. And this is just the schedule for day 1. We're just getting started. Coming up next, we're sitting down with the head of tech and restreaming for all of our events, Quo. Get your coffee. We'll be right back. How's your day been, Quo? You just moved into your new place, right?
Yeah, it's been okay, other than, some stressful things, but so far it's been good.
Yeah, moving is
I like the place.
generally a stressful endeavor, but take it in
Yeah.
stride, right?
Yeah, we still have boxes everywhere, but they're emptying here and there, so
That's good. Slowly but
get it
surely.
there.
You know, there's a game called Unpacking, which is all about like moving and packing up your stuff and then unpacking your stuff and putting it in the right place.
That sounds thrilling.
There you go. Maybe you should play it whenever your stream setup is all done.
I think I have the IRL experience already, though.
There you go. Well, who knows? Maybe you get to gamify it. Maybe it'll make it more fun. Anyways, let's get to it. All right. So, for those who don't know who you are, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Quo. I speedrun mostly, but I also do other stuff. Who am I? That's a deep question.
Who am
I? Yeah, so a lot of people know me for Pokemon Snap. A lot of people knew me for Minish Cap. I do a lot of different games. My list is pretty extensive, but we'll get there. And then a lot of people also know me through Speed Docs because I also do a lot of the tech stuff for the events, which I'm sure we'll talk about pretty soon. But yeah, I'm sort of all over the place.
You are, in fact, all over the place. So, yeah. So you help out with Speed Doc stuff, which we do appreciate. There aren't many restreamers out there to begin with, and there are even fewer who are really good at it, like you. But how did you get started, and what advice do you have for anyone looking to start now?
How did I get started? So that was in 2020. I'm sure we'll talk about this a bit later, but we ran a fundraiser for one of our friends, Erica, for ICAID.
We did.
And we wanted to do a marathon component, and no one really knew how to run a marathon, so I hit up one of my friends, Dark Aries, who does a lot of the stuff for NASA, and also does like production stuff as his job. And I'm like, hey, I'm doing this thing. Can you help me out? And he's like, I will teach you everything you need to know. And that's how I got started.
Perfect.
And he did teach me everything I needed to know.
That's good. That's very good. Yeah, Dark Aries is very reliable. So
he is.
You picked a good one.
He's a good lad.
Yeah.
As far for advice, if you want to start, don't start from scratch. Talk to someone who knows what they're doing. It's going to save you a lot of pain.
Yeah, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's we have a lot of resources nowadays that we didn't have before. So speaking of ICAID, what do you know now about event organization that you wished you had known then?
About event organization, definitely have enough volunteers, first of all. And second of all, always have someone who knows what they're doing. Thankfully, we did, which was good. But, a lot of us were sort of, I knew 50% of the stuff, someone else knew 50% of the stuff. It ended up working out, but if something ended up not working out the wrong way, it could have been a bit more bumpy than it was. So
I imagine so.
Know what you're doing, or have people who know what they're doing, one or the other.
It's always good. It's always good to have people who are experts on the scene. So speaking of ICA-Aid, it was a big success, honestly, I would say. And you would say, hang on, ICA-Aid's a big success, and you say, I don't want to do marathons again for a while, right? So a few months later, you got approached by CJ to do a charity marathon for speed docs. Doesn't have a name, a charity associated with it. Walk me through the conversation, right? How do you go from, I don't want to do this again, to doing marathons with us, like on a regular basis?
So CJ wanted to do a marathon. I guess he liked that I knew how to do marathon stuff. So he approached me and he's like, hey, I'm going to try to do this. And I'm like, a lot of work. Last time, it was a lot of work too.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, do a lot of work all the time. It's not my vibe. And he's like, I have this nice extra wide monitor that could be yours if you help me out. And I'm like, let me think about it a bit. So I thought about it and I'm like, I could use another monitor. It's like, who couldn't?
Yeah.
And that's how I got started. Unfortunately, that was like pretty much when COVID hit. So everything was locked down and shipping that monitor would cost like $150, which isn't really worth it. So, I am still waiting on that monitor, but it is mine.
I do like the idea that you were promised this payment 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and you're still waiting for it. But
I have it in the back of my head.
Yeah. But it's still yours. It's still yours. It's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere.
It's like bonds.
There you go. That's right. I don't know if the return on investment is as good, but it's still there. So since ICA-Aid, you have worked on 6 other Speed Docs charity marathons, and combined, you've helped raise $28,000 for charity. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously it's a big number, especially like in my head, I'm trying to convert from USD to Canadian dollars, but 28,000 American dollars is a lot. The impact of that is sort of like, it's a big number, but like, what does it actually mean? And that's like something that sometimes I understand, sometimes I don't. One thing that sort of hit me recently was when we were actually on the road trip recently, and we went to Erica's house and ended up talking to her mom, and she sort of like, I won't go into details because, personal stuff, but she explained like how much that money helped, and it ended up being like, oh, significantly more than I thought it was. I thought it was like, oh, we're helping Erica out. It's a good thing. But no, it's like, this money was like, this is what changed basically. Yeah. And, things like that. It's like, wow, it's like actually a bigger impact than I thought it was, as opposed to, we're just sitting here playing video games, raising a bit of money. It actually does a huge impact. And sometimes it's lost on me, but when it hits, it's like, oh, yes, we're doing a good thing.
Yeah, it's indeed. I remember I was there for that conversation with Erica's mother. And something that I've said before is that whatever happens, we're going to raise a life-changing amount of money. And maybe that's a couple $100, maybe that's a couple $1,000, but that money will go somewhere and it will change somebody's life. And it might not seem like a lot to you or me, at least at first, especially when you got bills to pay and you got to buy a house or a car or something. It's like, this isn't that much money. That doesn't go that far, but money like that does go somewhere. And $28,000 is a lot of money to change a lot of lives. So
it is. I'm getting the behind the scenes information. Apparently it's 37,200 Canadian dollars. So
there you go. 37. That's a lot of money.
It is.
Now you can fully appreciate that number now that it's in your local currency. So on top of just being a restreamer and helping us organize these events, you've also done runs. You've done 13 runs in this. Is there any run that stands out to being particularly memorable for you?
Uh, do I go there? I think I'm go there. I'm gonna say Splatoon 2. I'm not sure if I elaborate on that or not. The people who know will know.
All right.
Okay, I've thought about it. I'll elaborate.
Okay.
So, Speed Dogs 2020. It was the first event.
Mhm.
I was promised a monitor. It was rolling. A lot of work. I think was that still overnights? I think we had overnights that time.
Yes.
I forget.
Yes, we did.
Right. And I'm sure there was like some tech issues, and by the end of the weekend, I was like super tired. CJ comes up to me a bit. I think it was the Sunday or early on the Monday, and he's like, "Hey, we're trying to do a stretch goal. Can you do a bonus run?" And I'm like, "Sure." Like I was running Splatoon at the time, just throwing Splatoon 2. And the joke earlier was the run that I was looking forward to the most was the last run of the marathon, which
Right.
I think was something by Jake.
Yeah.
Which ended up being Splatoon 2 later. So it was memorable because, I was closing out the marathon and I could sleep, which was needed.
There you go. We say that we didn't make that up. That your favorite run is the last run of the marathon is because then we can all go to bed.
Yes.
So, for anyone out there who might be listening to this who wants to start their own marathon, what advice would you have for them?
Touched on it a bit earlier, but don't start from scratch. If you have any questions, come talk to me. I can help. Talk to Aries, Rod G for a really, really longathon, or George for No Glitches Allowed. Like a bunch of other restreamer people know what they're doing and they're like willing to help, and they might not like run your event for you. I'm not going to run your event for you. I'm sorry, but I definitely will help you out, point you in the right direction, and figure some stuff out.
There you go. All right, you heard it from the man himself. All right, we got a little extra time here, so let's go to the mailbag here, the rapid fire round. So, you're a boss in an RPG. What loot do you drop?
What loot do I drop? I think I'm going to go with... How do you explain that? You've played Earthbound?
Yes.
You know the like 1 in 128 sword that you get for who? The character?
I'm not super familiar. I have played it a little bit, but yeah.
Basically, there's a drop that's a 1 in 128 chance, and it's a really good sword. I would be more generous than a 1 in 128 chance, but I would go with a really good sword.
Okay. All right. Would you rather fight 1 Shuley-sized Yorkshire Terrier or 100 Yorkie-sized Shuleys?
Shuley, I don't think can fight much, so I would probably go with the 100 Yorkie-sized Shuleys.
Okay. That's fair.
Whereas the Yorkshire Terrier, that's in that general direction, has very sharp claws. And when she gets excited, I notice.
Do you have a favorite memory from the road trip?
The time that I discovered the soul of America.
Was it when you ate the brownie with ice cream, or?
That was pretty good.
Did you see God when you ate that brownie?
I saw God when... Listen, that brownie was good. I'm just saying. Favorite memory from the road trip? I think when Mike showed up at Lemon's house, that was like super unexpected, and I thought that was like really cool, and it ended up extending to more memories. Yes. And also the green morph suit.
Yes. That was definitely a night. It's definitely a night.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. For those who are not aware, Mike drove, I think, 7 hours. It was either 6 or 8, somewhere in that ballpark, up to Lemon's house, and without telling anybody. And then whenever we arrived, he was waiting outside and surprised us. Was like, "What's up, gamers? I got a cooler full of cider and whiskey." And we were like, "Oh, Jesus." And so the night definitely devolved after that moment. But it was a fun night. So, all right. That's all the time we have for today. I want to thank you, Quo, for coming on the show. We're going to take one last break. But when we come back, we're going over all the prizes we're going to be raffling off throughout the course of SDAT. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, hope you're enjoying SDAT 2022 so far. My name is Gaffy Taffy, and I've been a host and runner for several Speed Docs related events. I started speedrunning and streaming at the beginning of COVID lockdowns and have fallen in love with the scene. Although I've run quite a few games in my time, I'm largely known for my time spent in the Crash Bandicoot HD games and Hollow Knight. Lately I've been found running the daunting 112% completion category. My passion project has been my podcast series After the Split. This is a deep dive interview show featuring speedrunners of all calibers. Notably, I've had CJ, Hypnoshark, and Hammerhead Labs on. This show can be found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or pretty much any other podcast source. I hope that you'll check that and my personal channel out on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you a bunch.
Hello, everyone. It's me, CJitsallGewd, and CJ has come back to SDAT. It is the first day of SDAT 2022. I'm really excited to be here. I really hope that you enjoy all the show and the festivities and the fanfare and the pomp and the circumstance. And we're going to get to a lot of that. We're going to talk about the prizes available to be raffled off during SDAT 2022. Before we get there, we have some legal mumbo jumbo. You can read the whole terms and conditions for this sweepstakes at sdat.live. That's SDAT.live/sweepstake rules. So you can go to that URL and you can read the whole rules. It'll tell you what areas are excluded from the competition. It'll tell you what you need to do to be entered. I'm going to break down some of the rules right now just so that you know how you can enter and how you can win all these great prizes we're about to show off. The first thing that I'm going to tell you is if you donate the minimum amount for each prize, it'll explain, and it'll actually tell you on sdat.live/raffles, again, SDAT.live/raffles. It'll tell you what the prize is and what the minimum donation to be in for that prize is. So if you donate the minimum amount for that donation, so if it's $3 and you donate $3, no sweat, you're automatically entered to win all of the raffles that are open at that time. What the minimum is $3. So if something is $10 and you donate $10, no problem. You're automatically entered to win everything at the $10 level. You're also entered to win everything at the $5 and the $3 level. That's just an example. So without further ado, that's how you can enter in automatically. You don't have to worry about it. We'll take care of it. But you don't have to enter to win. You can read the full rules for details, but there will be a form you can fill out. If you fill out the form, you get a lot in one raffle. You can do it for all the raffles. You can pick, you can submit and be like, hey, no purchase necessary, no donation necessary. You just fill out your information. We're going to need to collect some information, but you fill out your information and you are entered to win. You have equal chances to win as everybody else. So you can fill out the form. One entry per household. Again, more rules, more legal mumbo jumbo. You can take a look at that at sdat.live, SDAT.live/sweepstake rules. Now, without further ado, let's get into the prizes available on day one, starting with the first prize, which is this set. It is a JBL Everest Elite 150, I believe that's right. Yeah, I'm holding it upside down, but that is right. It's the Everest Elite 150 JBL noise canceling headphones. I'm going to hold it right side up too. See, there you go. These bad boys have a 14-hour charge on them. They're really quality. You know, they have the noise canceling qualities to them. They go in the ear, they go on the ear, they go around your neck. It has these controls. It's a really nice headset.
Dare to listen is the motto of JBL, and you be daring to listen to me for the rest of this prize show segment. Moving on, we have the second prizes in our day. This raffle will close, by the way, during the Link's Awakening DX run today. So if you want to get your donations in and win this raffle, you need to get your donations in by the end of the Link's Awakening DX run today. Something else you can win today. How about, for the Hollow Knight run, this talking grub from Fan Gamer. I'm gonna squeeze him into the microphone so you get that sweet audio texture. Buddy loves it, and if Buddy loves it, that means you're gonna love it, and it means your cat and or dog and or sibling and or spouse is gonna love as well. This talking grub comes from Fan Gamer, from the Hollow Knight Collector's Plush Toy Collection. It's got the tag on and everything. It's a really nice quality. It's got the talking box in it. It's really cool. It's about 8 inches, I would say. I would say that's how big it is. It's pretty cool. It fits in the palm of my hand, but it's a really nice little thing. If I wasn't giving it away, it would go right back there with the rest of my little plush guys. You can see them over there. But also available to win, and in a separate raffle, I might add. So this is a separate raffle. We have the Hollow Knight pin set, also from Fan Gamer. We have this one, which is the Shade, which you can see. It's very nice. We have the this Hollow Knight guy here. That's a nice one. We have the Grub, because of course we have the Grub. That Grub's got a little sparkle and shine on him. And then we also have a Hornet, in honor of the upcoming sequel to Hollow Knight, the Silk Song, which I believe follows Hornet. Yeah. So this is a part of a larger set, but this is 4 of the 7 pins in that Hollow Knight set. Really nice quality enamel pins. If you like Hollow Knight, if you think that the pins just look cool, if you like the talking grub, you can get in on that action today. Again, those donations have to get in today before the end of the Hollow Knight run. One thing I forgot to mention, the winners will be picked at a later time. So you're not going to find out if you won or lost at the end of the thing. We have to give everybody a chance to get in with the form and get their donations in. Processing times, we're going to take a look after the show to make sure that everybody that entered got their donations in and make sure that they're in for that raffle. The drawing will be after the end of SDAT. The next thing that we have for you is during the Nier Automata run. Excuse me, I had a stroke there. And it is for all of the DGens out there that make the world go round. We have a Miku figure. If I can get it off the table, here it is. This Miku, it's a little cupcake lady. She's got the big bloomers on. She's happy. She's got strawberries. She's got a strawberry heart on her dress there. And it's just, it's very nice. It's a nice little Miku figure. Again, I know that all y'all really like the anime girls out there. This one's for you. This is for the DGens that keep us going in the late hours of the evening. The keep the viewership up and keep the donations coming in. So we always love the DGen crew. We like to do stuff for you. We to make sure that you guys are feeling appreciated and taken care of. Here we go. We got a Hatsune Miku figure for you, not for children under 3 years old. That doesn't matter because you got to be, the legal age of majority in your area to enter anyway. So no minors in kink, no minors in raffles. That's the rules of SDAT. And let me talk about the big finale, the big prize for the end of day one. Want to make sure we had a big raffle for the end of day one so that you knew that we were serious. So that you knew that we came to play. We came with our wallet. We have lots of great stuff to raffle off. Lots of great stuff we got. Some donations we got. Some stuff that we bought. Some stuff that was, generously donated to us. Buddy's very excited about all the generous donations. We have this. This is a huge light from Stream Amplify. Yeah, this is a, look at this. Look at this huge light. It's a giant ring light for you. And it goes hand in hand with this webcam, which we're also giving away at the same time. Look at this. You can get the webcam and you can get the key light here. Look at this. At the same time. Nice little lamp here. You can get the red light. You can get the blue light. You can raise your quality to the next level. You see how my webcam's kind of drowning me out right now and I kind of look flat? Well, that wouldn't happen if I had this light, but I don't because I'm giving it away. That's how generous we are. We're giving this bad boy away. I could sell way more if I just had this thing right here, right now, but I don't. I'm giving it to you. That's how crazy I am. Really awesome. You know, it's light 14. You know, it's a great combination. And if you're trying to get started, you're already a streamer, you're just trying to raise yourself to the next level, it's great. You know, just keep all that in mind. You know, this is a really nice set. It's, what's that? It's got like a level in there. It doesn't have a level in there. That was a lie. That's the remote. See this thing up here? That's how you control it. So there you go. Real simple to use, really great quality. And that is just day one. That's one day. What was that? That was how many? No one can count that in their head. That's 5 raffles in one day. That's 5. 5 chances to win. Really cool stuff. Everything in there is really cool. If you want to see the price breakdown for all that stuff, you can go to the website sdat.live/raffles and see all the different raffles that we got. Okay, moving on. Day 2. You know, second day, you know, better than the first day? I'm not sure. That's up to you. For the first thing we have for the new Super Mario Bros. Wii run, we have this 8-inch flying squirrel Mario. It's really cool. It's really nice. Really nice little plush here. He's a little guy, you know? You know, listen, what am I going to do with a plush? Listen, he's your guy. He goes on your guy shelf, you know? You have a guy area. That's where the guy goes. You know, I got my Toad squirrel up there. You know, I've never played Super Mario Bros. Wii. I want to. I want to get around to it, but I haven't yet. So here you go. Here's Mario Squirrel Suit Guy. That's great. Next up for the Mario Galaxy, we have this. We have this copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. They don't make this anymore on physical media. You go on eBay, they're trying to gouge you. You can't buy it digitally. If you want this game for the Switch, here it is. It's in my hand. Right now, see, look at that. I palmed it like Dikembe Mutombo. I've got it right here. It could be yours. It could be yours with just a simple donation. All you have to do is donate. We'll keep track of the results and we'll do it after the event, or you can fill out the form. Like I said, either way, easy peasy. This could be yours. It comes with Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy. Galaxy. That's why we're doing it during Galaxy. I know. It's so smart. How did I get a job here? I don't know. We're giving away Speed Docs merch for the final run, Super Mario Sunshine. You may remember, and if you don't, I'm going to put it up right here. It's this great image I put up on the screen of CC's original shirt. We have a whole box of CC's original shirts. You can get the original CC design, which is not available for sale anywhere, and it never will ever again, because we learned our lesson. But you can get the original CCNeverender design. They only sold 8. It's a limited collector's edition shirt brought out of the Speed Docs vault, and once this event's over, it's going back in the vault until I have a good reason to open the vault again. So if you like this CC shirt design, you can get it right here. You can also, I'm going to switch it up, you can get the Speed Docs pin collection, only available at events. That's right, we only gave these pins out at SDAT 2000, we gave these out at SGDQ 2019 and AGDQ 2020. One of them didn't get brought to the SGDQ 2020 because there was no SGDQ 2020. You can get this pin set. Only a few people have all of them. You're going to get all of them together with the shirt. So the shirt and the buttons, the pins at the same damn time. That's a nice little raffle. Moving on. We're on to day 3, Breath of the Wild. And you're like, CJ, what Zelda-related thing did you get? The joke's on you. I got Stardew stuff. This is Marnie's Fresh Eggs. This is a Stardew sign, 50 cents each. It looks like $50 each, but it's not. It's 50 cents each. Look at that. It's a great little sign. It's PVC, but it's solid. Look at that, real solid. What else we have here? We have the Starlight, the Stardrop Saloon. That's a great little sign, little nice durable sign. You have a gamer pad, you have a tilted tower, you have a man cave. Put the Stardew Valley sign up. You know, great little signs. I thought it was a really cool set. I had to get the whole set. It was one of these things. I got this from Fangamer as well. Really cool thing. Really cool raffle here. You really want it. You know, you want it. You gotta have it. You gotta put it up on your walls. You see my walls? They're barren. I have one poster. That's it. And I had a picture. That's all I got. I could use these signs for my walls. I'm going to donate and hope I win. Oh, wait, I can't win. It's up for you guys to win. There we go. See, we're moving. We're emerald. Bam, bam, right? We're just going to add a little more of we're taking it up a notch, right? We have the speaking of taking it up a notch, how about we raise the heat with the new Speed Dock shirt, available only for this event, right here. It's the takeaway shirt. It's the ramen shop shirt. Right here, for a limited time, it's going back in the Speed Dogs vault, again, only to be released when I say so. You can get this shirt right now. It's available right now. It's red, white. You can buy it at the Speed Dog store, speeddogs.tv, or you can win it. It's a raffle. It's available to be won. It's an awesome item available to be won. Okay, I'm running out of steam. You're running out of time. Let's go to the finish. We have 2 posters, one available at the end of the Metroid Prime run, and one available at the end of the Banjo-Kazooie run. We have this poster, which I'm not going to show you, but we do have it. It's nice and safe and secure in its poster tube. This is the Banjo-Kazooie poster, and this is the Monster Hunter poster for the Metroid Prime run, which again, doesn't make sense. Really cool poster. I really like Monster Hunter. I think this poster looks really great. And obviously, the Banjo-Kazooie poster looks great as well. And there's another raffle going on during Banjo-Kazooie. Gruntilda. Look at this really ugly doll that Shuli picked out. I asked Shuli to pick out the 2 things that she thought were the most endearing on Fangamer, and she picked out these 2 objects. She has a type, what can I say? Anyway, so Grunty, here, not skeleton, it's the Banjo-Kazooie version of Grunty from Fangamer. It's got this little cool cauldron thing on it. It's the little touches that always get me, right? Great little plush. Doesn't say anything, it doesn't go, what does it go? Gurgle? What does it do? Yeah, it doesn't do that, but it's still just as cool. You know? You can, right? You can do that. You can make your own voice. That's imagination, right? We learned that as kids. All right, last thing. The big finish for weekend 1. The thing that's going to be available for most of the weekend. The grand prize for SDAT weekend 1. The Elgato Wave 3 microphone. It's a great microphone. Elgato makes the highest quality stuff. And if you hear me say that and you're like, well, doesn't Elgato make other stuff? Wink, wink, nibble, nibble, slide. We have more Elgato stuff to give away, but we're giving away this great microphone. Honestly, what else can you say about it? It's really an essential if you're trying to stream, you're trying to raise the cachet, the quality, get more out of your stream, This is really it. It's a great tape, it's a great size, really high quality microphone. If you're not wanting to invest in all of the expense of an XLR, if you're off put, by like a mixer, if these objects just are outside of your range, this is really easy to use. It sounds great. It takes everything up to the next level, and everybody will know, the number one most important thing about streaming is audio. And here you go. Here it is. Your ticket to better streaming. What are you waiting for? Okay, everybody. Well, that's all the time that I have for today. I went long, and it felt long, but it's okay. You know why? Because we are doing this for a great cause. We're raising money for Save the Children. All of the donations that you make for these great prizes are going to benefit Save the Children and this awesome campaign, Create for Kids. If you want to learn more information about that, you can go to, SaveTheChildren.com. You can hear about all of the great programs that they do during the course of this event. You can see more information about them during our ad breaks. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who chooses to donate. Thank you to everybody who watches. And I hope you have a great SDAT, because I know that I will.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back tomorrow morning with special guest Dayman. I've been CCNeverender, and this has been Good Morning Speed Docs.